something that my work is doing that I've never had another company do, that I think is very admirable. And I think it's the parent company that's taken over the smaller company I work for. But they're having us set goals for ourselves. Things we'd like to accomplish or things we'd like to see ourselves be able to do this year. And actually there's a different one that I'd like to be able to do now that I didn't think about, that is a major goal of mine. The goal that I'd like to see is me be able to actually make it to VidCon this year. If I don't have enough money saved up by time for playlist to roll around, I'm going to playlist. If I've got enough money saved up for VidCon by playlist, I'm going to VidCon. That's how I'm going to do this. This time, I'm planning on doing like my neighbor did, because that was a beautiful plan. He went to Enterprise Rent-A-Car, rented a Prius, and I know my big old tail ain't gonna look like an idiot in a Prius, basically. But you know what? If I can make it to Florida on under $100 of gas, have a place to stay while I'm down there, not necessarily in the event hotel, because I won't do that. They usually charge way too much for those. I could probably go down there right now to the hotel the playlist will be at, and stay for about half the price of what it costs when playlist is actually going on. Just because it's the first of the year, nothing's really going on right now. So when I went down the first time in 2011, no, it was 2012. I went down in 2012. I stayed at the Best Western Kissimmee main gate, Disney main gate, Kissimmee Best Western for $70. I think it was like 74 once it was all said and done, for 2 nights. And that first night, I really needed that rest. But yeah, if I could drive all the way down there and all the way back in a rent-a-car and not spend $500 just driving there, because the last time I went, I really got jacked, and I didn't even realize it till it was over with. Spent, I think, $85 on the ticket. Of course, it was my first time. I wanted to do things the right way. Spent $85 on the ticket. Bought the one with the little press pass thing, like I thought that meant something. Actually, I kind of hoped it did, but no. It was supposed to have hopped you to the front of the lines, which was garbage, because I waited in line just like people that had the the cheaper ticket, the little $75 one. Of course, not like that $15 down there would have made much difference. All it would have bought me was another dinner. And like my fat butt needs another dinner. But still, it's the point. I wasted that extra $15. It didn't get me anything except a couple more pieces of stuff laying around my house as reminders of my accomplishments. Never mind that I got probably 5 gigs of pictures from the playlist and a couple of gigs worth of video. But I did have a good time. The only thing I didn't have a good time on was the ride down there. Because since I wasn't spending $250 on a direct route down, I took an indirect route and got it for like $185, which about halfway through it I'd actually spent the $250. Because that, me and buses do not work. Anyway, here at Best Buy, getting ready to go in and grab me some new equipment that Mama knows about this time. Don't have to hide it. She knows I'm doing it. Don't care if she likes it, because I'm still gonna do it. And she can shut her beak. I'm gonna pull out here in the middle of nothing, and hopefully nobody will dip my in bad need of a paint job truck. Okay. I'll be right back. Trying to get this straight. See, last couple of days, our router took a crap. So, let me get out of here because I don't need a daggum audience right now. Need it when I've got this thing posted. Actually got the announcement for this one on the footage earlier, but this isn't the exact one I was looking for. The exact one I'm looking for was the 1900. This is a 1750. I'm going to call Bowling Green and see if they've got the 1900, because they are sold out of it here. And according to the guy that talked me into getting this one for right now instead, it's because it's a hot item. Said all the gamers are coming in after it and this, that, and the other thing. I don't need it for gaming. My kids aren't going to need it for gaming. Holy crap. Pointing you at the floorboard there. But anyway, almost $200 later, I swear, they had a really good little team in there at the Best Buy here in Rivergate. Beautiful little team. They'd come, answer your questions if you had any, and then they'd leave you the hell alone. Or they'd come, answer your questions, ask a few of their own, and then they'd let you be. That don't happen anymore. Now you got some irritating little girl running around in there over the camera department. I wanted to smack her. I swear it is. She was being nice. There wasn't a reason in the world for me feeling that way. But it just got on my last nerve. Don't know why. I'm not that way towards people. Well, it might be that she smelled like a damn prostitute. Ladies, let me give you one little hint. As a man, when you buy the rose perfume, we like to smell that every once in a while too. But we don't like to taste it while we're smelling it. When we can taste what you're wearing for a perfume and we're 10 feet away from you, that's a bad thing. You're putting on too much. That's all I'm saying. In the event you didn't get a good look at this at Best Buy, this is the one I got. AC1750. 5G Wi-Fi. Ooh. 1.3 gigabits per second. 450 megabits. Concurrent 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. USB ×2. File and printer sharing, parental control, online protection, AI, cloud, and app enabled. Yeah, that's not going to be of any use to me. But from what I saw of this on the reviews that I watched, it's pretty hopped up little sucker. Of course, this isn't the one that I was looking at online. But right here, you can see it's got the USB ports in the back, so you can set it up as a file server or file share. You can make it where you can access everything through your mobile phone when you're out and about. You can shut things off, turn things on. Oh, it says FTP file sharing. Very nice. I can use this. Cable or DSL modem, plug-in, dual band. Now see, the thing that's got me confused and what I've got to look up is this C-band. Because I've honestly not looked it up. Haven't got a clue. So we shall see. Anyway, that's all. Okay, let me start this off by saying that our WRT300N wireless and Linksys router has been a good router for a long time. We've had it for a little over 7 years, almost 8, and it's done a very good job for us. It's taken several hard electrical hits during electrical storms and such, but it's finally gotten to the point where it's letting us down. I can't connect to anything and stay connected. If we run anything serious at all on it, it pretty much just craps the bed on us. Since I have to work from home over the connection, and it won't allow my VPN to connect through it and stay connected, I had to do something. This is the something that I did. Almost $200. This is the Asus ACRT66R dual band gigabit router. This thing is pretty awesome. If you want to see some of the stuff that it'll do, look up that AC66R on YouTube here, and watch some of the reviews and the other people's videos as well. I was pretty doggone impressed, because you know me, I'm going to do research on it before I even think about going and getting it. This thing is awesome. 5G, 1.3 megabits across one network. You can set up a secondary like a VPN or a virtual private network that allows you 450 megabits per second at 2.4 gigahertz. It's got 2 USB connections on it, parental controls. It does allow you a iCloud storage type setup that you, of course, with your external drive and all. Let's see. 1750 megabits per second. Well, I'm not gonna fuss and mess around with this. Let's get this plastic yanked off of here, because that plastic has got glare on it and it's actually interfering with everything, and I'm gonna be unboxing it anyway, so why not? I'll just yank it off. Okay, now then, read what you need. Okay, now for the fun stuff. There's your 2 USB ports to plug in your external drive. This one does have an actual power switch. It's your network port plug-in from your modem. Your 4 ports for your hardwired connections, which I will need because everything splits up from those 4 ports. I've actually got 2 4-port hubs that split that signal. Now that takes care of 2 of those. One that goes directly to my computer, and one that'll go directly to my VPN. And then of course you got the 3 gigabit wireless. Of course, this gives you all the neat little spectaculars on it. The only thing different between this one and the one that was a little bit more expensive is this one, for the secondary network, the little virtual private network part of it, allows it to go 450 megabits per second. The most expensive one like this would go 600. You're not going to notice that much difference. For those of you that have the QR scanners, pause it right there, and you can get more information off of the internet with that. Moving right along, this thing is awesome. Well, it's the same stuff there that was on the face of it. So let's set this box down. That thing supports the IPv6, Windows 7 and Mac. 1 gigabit WAN port, 4 gigabit LAN ports, 2 high-speed USB 2.0 for 3G sharing, hard drive sharing, That's a dumb idea. DLNA for your smart TVs. SMBA or SAMBA. FTP server and printer sharing. So you can do a file share and all that good jazz. External dual band detachable antennas, 3 of them. 128 megabyte flash. Oh, it has its own built-in memory. That I did not realize. Guess I should have done a little bit more research, huh? Let's see. 802 data rate. 802.11b up to 11 megabits. 802.11a and G, 54 megabits. 802.11n up to 450 megabits. That's where that comes in. And then AC, which we don't have any network cards with that yet. Maybe soon. Up to 1.3 gigabits per second. Don't think we'll really be needing that, but it's nice to know it's there if we want it. 64 128-bit web encryption, WPA, WPA2, PSK, WPA, WPA2 Enterprise, WPS Wi-Fi protected setup, blah blah blah. 100 to 240 volt power adapter. Not very big size wise. 450 gram weight, or less than 1 pound. Just less than 1 pound. And router setup. Router setup wizard. So, without showing you my serial number, let's finish unboxing this bad boy. Love the smell of new electronics in the morning. Even though it's not the morning, it is still new electronics. And there we have it. Oh, the awesomeness. Just got a feeling about this thing. Wow. This thing's got a little weight to it. Considering, I mean, it's not heavy by any stretch, but it's not as light as a lot of wireless routers and such are. Got some weight to it for what it is. A little dimple there's your on-off switch, your USB. Just like the pictures on the box. Imagine that. That WPS button right there on the end is to help you quick connect to devices that were on there at one point and maybe got shut off or turned off and lost the connection. Allows you to reconnect with them a little quicker. Well, so there's that. And you get your little kickstand to stand it upright. And you get one of them little flat Ethernet cables, which I'm not so sure how to feel about that one. May or may not get used, because I got fast enough cables as it is. Your AC adapter, which that's going to be fun swapping out. I can't use another one because none of the other ones have that small of a connector on them. Holy cow. And then of course, because I'm a dink and I'm doing this on my desk instead of out on the table somewhere, the box keeps wanting to close on me. Get your VIP member warranty. Yeah. You spend $200 on it. I better be some kind of VIP, or close to 200. I think I spent 187 on this one. Your manual, your utility software, The actual setup and quick start guide. That's pretty doggone thick for a quick start guide. Of course, it may be more than one language. Nope. The front's, well, yeah, it actually is. There's several different languages, it looks like. So maybe it is a quick start guide for several different languages. Okay, and then the last thing in the box is your 3 directional antennas. Yay. I don't know why they're wedge shaped on the top, but who knows. And that's it. So next thing is to get this puppy hooked up and make this work. Let's see what we can do here. And there it is.
What's the